Hello students, welcome to Shri Siddh Vidyapith School. I hope you all doing good and staying safe from this COVID-19. So students, today we are going to solve the question and answers of the lesson Daffodils. डैफोडिल्स के बारे में पोएट ने कैसे डैफोडिल्स को डिस्क्राइब किया, पोएट ने कैसे नेचर को डिस्क्राइब किया, पोएट अपने लोनली स्टेट को डिस्क्राइब करते हुए कैसे डैफोडिल्स को सडनली उन्होंने देखा और हमें ये बताया कि पोएट डैफोडिल्स को इमेजिन कर रहे थे. एट द एंड ऑफ द पोएम हमें क्या पता चला कि पोएट डैफोडिल्स को इमेजिन कर रहे थे और उस इमेजिनेशन से पोएट को बहुत ज़्यादा खुशी हो रही थी क्योंकि पोएट एक सैड मूड में थे, वो एक सैड स्टेट में थे, लोनली थे, तो वो डैफोडिल्स को इमेजिन कर रहे थे. उस इमेजिनेशन से पोएट को बहुत ज़्यादा खुशी हो रही थी और पोएट भी डैफोडिल्स के साथ डांस करने लग गए. विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ इस पोएम के पोएट है. विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ इज़ नोन एज अ पोएट ऑफ नेचर. उन्हें नेचर का पोएट कहा जाता है. उनका सारा पोएम्स मोस्टली नेचर के ऊपर रहता है, मोस्टली बेस्ड ऑन नेचर. वो अपने पोएम्स में नेचर को सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस देते हैं. वो अपने पोएम्स में नेचर को बहुत ही सुंदर से डिस्क्राइब करते हैं. ही डिस्क्राइब्स की नेचर कैसे नेचर हमारे लाइफ में एक पार्ट बन सकता है, ये वो अपने पोएम्स में बताते हैं, अपने पोएम्स के थ्रू हमें बताना चाहते हैं. सो स्टूडेंट्स, टुडे वी विल सॉल्व द क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर्स ऑफ दिस चैप्टर. फॉर बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग, टेक योर टेक्स्ट बुक्स. So students, on your textbook, see page number 13, reading comprehension, right below the poem. So we're gonna start reading comprehension. Read these sentences and answer the questions that follow. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched a never-ending line. What is being compared to the stars? The daffodils are being compared to the stars. Why does the poet say that they are twinkling like the stars? The poet says that the daffodils are twinkling like the stars because they look bright and were many in number. What does the poet mean when he says they stretched a never-ending line? The poet means that the daffodils are so many that they seem endless. Second one, a poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. Whose jocund company is the poet referring to? By jocund company, the poet means the daffodils whose beauty he was enjoying. What is the show? The show is the never-ending line of daffodils which were so beautiful and looked so lively as they tossed their heads in the breeze. They seemed to outdo the sparkling waves in joy. What does the poet mean when he uses the word wealth? By using the word wealth, the poet wishes to convey that the sight of the daffodils was a rich experience that not only made him happy but even later on, whenever he recollected the scene, it was the source of his creativity and was more valuable than any material gain. Next, move on to the next one. B. Answer this question. What and where did the poet see all at once? The poet saw a host of golden daffodils fluttering and dancing in the breeze beside the lake and beneath the tree. Which line in the poem tells us that what the poet saw were present in great numbers? 10,000 saw I at a glance. This line tells us that what the poet saw were present in great numbers. What did the waves do? The waves sparkled and danced. Mention 3 things which the flowers did. The flowers fluttered and danced in the breeze. They stretched in a never-ending line and they tossed their heads in a sprightly dance. What happened when the poet is in a vacant or pensive mood? Whenever the poet is in alone or in a thoughtful mood, the memory of the beauty of the daffodils is recollected by him with happiness. His heart then fills with supreme happiness and dances with the daffodils. Move on to next. Think and answer. The beauty of nature brings joy to the poet long after he has visited the place. Explain the statement with examples from the poem. Wordsworth was greatly moved by the beauty of the daffodils. At first he was lonely, but the sight of these flowers filled him with wonder. They were fluttering and dancing in the breeze, and the poet's feelings now underwent a complete change. He was cheerful as he gazed upon the bewitching daffodils, but he never realized what wealth the sight had brought to him. Much later, when he is in a melancholic or pensive mood, the memory of the flowers is revived in his mind. He suddenly feels delighted, and his heart experiences such supreme joy that it dances with the daffodils. Move on to next one. Identify and write S for simile and M for metaphor for these sentences. So students, you can say this on page number 14, right below the appreciating the poem. We're gonna solve this. Before solving this, we're gonna read little bit about what is simile and what is metaphor. I wandered lonely as a cloud. In this line, the poet compares himself to a cloud using as. This is an example of a simile. A simile compares two things which are not similar using like or as. I wandered lonely as a cloud. So simile is a thing that compares two dissimilar things. That compares the things which are not similar at all using like or as. While comparing anything to other thing, we use like or as. Like in this sentence, poet was compared himself to a cloud. In this sentence, we read that I wandered lonely as a cloud. Poet comparing himself to a cloud. Okay. Now, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. It's a metaphor. In these lines, the poet compares the daffodil to a crowd and a host without using as or like. This is an example of a metaphor. A metaphor is a direct comparison between two dissimilar objects. Okay. In these lines, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, we see that poet here comparing two dissimilar objects directly. He is not using as or like or anything in this. He is directly comparing one thing to another thing, which are dissimilar, which don't have any similarity between them. Okay, so we're gonna solve this. Tina has a beautiful puppy. It is as black as coal. So here it is. So it is used as black as coal. So it's a simile. Rachit walks so slowly. He is the turtle of our group. In this sentence, he is the turtle of our group. He is directly compared to Rachit is directly compared to a turtle. Here, like or as was not used, so it's a metaphor. Reenu hardly carries anything with her when she travels. Her bags are as light as feather. See here, again here as light as feather was used, so it's a simile. She is a shining star. She is a shining star. So here she is compared directly to a star. Not as or like was used in this. She is directly compared to object or thing. So it's a metaphor. Beenu is such a couch potato, one can never convince her to step outside the house. Beenu is such a couch potato. Beenu is directly compared to a couch potato, so it's a metaphor. Thank you for lending me your book. You are an angel. Thank you for lending me your book. You are an angel. So here someone is comparing directly to an angel. So it's also a metaphor. So students, so if you have any doubts regarding this poem or or the solutions, you can ask me. I am going to clear it out in the next video. I hope you will fairly copy it in your class notebook and read the poem thoroughly, revise it, learn it by heart. Thank you.